Welcome to the Idaho Business Podcast, the only Idaho podcast focused on providing profits for Idaho people. If you love our state and love small business, you are in the right place. We interview local legends, learn business, and have way too much fun doing it. You're listening to the Idaho Business Podcast with your friend, host, and all-around great guy and owner of New Clean Commercial Cleaning, Spencer Ward.
All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode. We are here with none other than Nathan Hawks. He's the president and CEO of Arcane Marketing. This guy is an Idaho Falls guy, born and raised, believe, right? Born there?
Not born, but definitely been here most of my life.
Most of your life, graduated high school there, had some good times. And now he's just in the digital marketing world, just killing it. He just recently received a award for the top 100 marketing and advertising leaders for 2020 and 2021. So that's huge. So congratulations to you on that.
Thank you.
And he's just helping people one social media post at a time, trying to get them better conversions, better branding, better everything you can think of, helps you with the SEO, helps you with everything. So Nathan, did I get anything wrong in that introduction?
Nope. Sounds good.
Okay. That's good. Usually I do get a few things wrong, so it's okay. All right. Well, before we get into the nitty gritty, the Idaho Business Podcast, we're sponsored by Lookout Credit Union. These guys are phenomenal. They treat their members fantastic. And if you go into one of their branches, anywhere from Burley all the way to Idaho Falls, and you open up a new account and you mention that you heard about them or you saw them on the YouTube version of the podcast, they will give you a free swag bag full of your shirts, your hats, all the good stuff you want, just ready for the summer for you to enjoy everything. So Nathan, let's get back to you. What got you into the social media marketing world?
It actually was interesting. I didn't even know that I wanted to do it. And years ago, I was into retail and other businesses. And so I actually had a couple of friends who were looking to start a digital marketing agency. And they just kind of said, "Hey, Nate, we'd love to have you come be a part of our company, help us figure it out." And I said, "I don't know anything about it." And they said, "No problem, you can figure it out." Right. And that was about 15 years ago at this point.
Wow.
And so that's really what kind of got me into it. And 15 years ago, social media wasn't even a big deal. And I do remember not long after we were up and running as a company, running into one of my buddy's offices and saying, "Man, I think this social media is a thing. Like, we ought to pay attention. Twitter and Facebook look like there's something to it." I remember that. That was a long time ago.
Funny. That's funny. And now it is the main thing for advertising. So
It is.
I like it. In a world full of different mediums to advertise and market in, I like this way because number one, it's trackable. If you're putting an ad out there and you're bringing them to a certain landing page, myself, I like ClickFunnels, so we use a lot of ClickFunnels landing pages here and there. But if you can help people and show value enough that they're clicking on your site and taking advantage of that value, number one, it's providing value for them. Number two, it's trackable information for you as the business owner. So what makes Arcane Marketing, I guess, unique? What's your differentiator?
I think there's a couple of pieces that we really focused on.
Okay.
A lot of agencies or even people out there and I hear it all the time, is they say, "Hey, look, we'll, whatever it is that you need, we can probably help you." And the message that they're essentially saying is, "Hey, we're a jack of all trades," but it's evident that they are not specialists or the very best at certain things. And so it's not that people have the wrong intent or the wrong heart in doing it. They genuinely want to do it and do it right, but they're kind of going along in their learning journey, and they don't know what they don't know. So one of the approaches that Arcane Marketing has brought or has discussed and focused in on is that we only want to do 5 things. That's it, just 5 things. And we don't want to just do those 5 things okay. Like, we are the very best at those 5 things. And we've been put to the test a number of times and have always come out victorious. I don't say that to be prideful, but I think it is a case in point. But those 5 things are SEO, paid search management, social media, web development, and video. And those are all, I would call them core essentials for digital marketing. Yeah, there's a lot of other pieces of digital marketing that fit as, let's call them subcategories of some of those pieces. And yes, we do some of those things, but if somebody came to me and said, I just want to hire you to do email marketing and that's it, we probably could help them. But the truth is that there's probably somebody out there that's better for them than we are. We'd love to help you find that. But we don't want to do anything where we can just kind of be a status quo or run of the mill. We want to provide exceptional service. And exceptional service, it's not even the service that matters, it's the result of the service that matters. And so if we don't think that we can be the best at getting you the best results, we'll just tell you. So anyway, so that's one piece there. I think one other differentiator is that Arcane Marketing is one of about 7 or 8 brands that we, as a group, that we own and run and operate. And Arcane Marketing is the big one. It's the one that tends to be the beast of all of our entities. But we have other businesses, an event company. We have a coaching and mentoring company. We have a swag company. We've also got some e-commerce stores that we operate and run. All of them are profitable. And our mentality, or the way that we approach a lot of these situations, is if we were in your shoes as a business owner, regardless of what kind of business you're in, we've already put together and started operating profitably 8 different companies. We've got this business mentality. We just happen to be really good at the marketing part of it, but the understanding of how the rest of business operates, what are the other business intelligence decisions, those are things that we tend to help a lot of our clients with. So I'd say those are probably 2 of our unique value propositions as a company.
I like that. I like that a lot. So if you would, what's some of the biggest scenarios you can run across with a new client or a prospect client that comes in and says, hey, I've got this company. We've been in business for, maybe 5-10 years now, but we're really wanting to pour the fuel on the fire here for our leads and our all that kind of stuff. What does that conversation look like, I guess, to you? And what are the things that you see and try to help them and steer them away from?
I think that there are a lot of misnomers about the digital marketing world. A lot of people think, all I have to do is just be successful in this one part, or I can see that this is all that needs to happen. I've learned over the last 15 years of being in the digital marketing world, it's never really just a simple answer. If somebody put a gun to my head and said, pick one service that's going to pay or give the best results out of anything that you do, I even say that that's not even an easy answer, simply because it's dependent on something that's really important, that you have to make sure that you're running into a situation where you're asking for some help, understanding yourself first. And I think that is knowing, what does the end result look like? What is the end goal? For some people, because we're talking online, for some people it comes down to traffic, and some people it comes down to a brand message, or some people it's about rankings and anyways, there's a million different things that they could come up with. It could be that I want to open a second location, or that I'm ready to build a franchise, or anyways, I could name off probably 50 different scenarios. That end result, that end goal matters more than anything. When we approach a situation, it's usually, what is it that you want to achieve? Let's say, in whatever capacity it looks like, that we decide to work together, and 2 years down the road, 3 years, 5 years, whatever that looks like, we can definitively say we've been successful. Define or paint that picture for me. Tell me what that success is. I find that a lot of times people come into a situation with preconceived notions about what they have heard or that they've learned. I hope that this resonates with a lot of people. There is not a single best way to do it. There really isn't. But a lot of people have this, well, I don't even know the best way to describe it, package, if you will, in mind of, I know that this needs to happen, or I know that this needs to happen, or I know that this needs to happen. And they're expecting those things because that's what they've been told by other companies who are trying to come up with some sort of an easy way to sell their services. Arcane Marketing does things very customized based on the situation that we encounter. It is not a, hey, for $500 a month, you get, 5 of these and 7 of these and 2 of these and 1 of these. It doesn't work that way, because that's not specifically what it is that you need. So having an understanding of what it is that you want in the end result, first and foremost, matters. And then we can talk about what are the different ways that it takes to get there. And the more that you want to accomplish, or the faster that you want results to happen, generally comes down to a little bit more budget. That's usually what happens. So if you can increase budget, you can increase your expectations. Okay, last one other piece I think that's important to address is that there are a lot of times where people have asked, or they want, I guess it's a question I get a lot more than anything, Spencer. It's, like, what's a quick and easy way to make this happen? Or how do you make this happen? Like, just like, how do I, like, what's that one thing that I need to do? And there's 1,000 different one things that you need to do. but the truth is that if you're looking for a cheat, if you're looking for a hack, you're going to be disappointed. It's not there. There are no cheats. There are no hacks. There are no fast and easy ways. And so it comes down to really, really hard work and doing it over a period of time. So you're not going to see phenomenal results for the most part within 30 days. You're not going to see phenomenal results. You're not going to hit those goals really quickly. It's going to take time and patience and a little bit of money to get there. So I find that I have a lot of respect for people who, they're trying. They may not be doing it exactly right. They may not be hitting their message or the audience that they need to in the way that they should, but I applaud them, and I want to promote them, and I want to support those kinds of people, because that's what it is that gets it done. The people who are consistent over a period of time, those are the guys who win.
I like that. That's good stuff. And that's the thing with people that are business owners or business leaders. I ran into it when I was starting my business, and there's hard stuff to do, and then there's fun stuff to do when you're first starting your company. Or even an established company, making your logo, making your website, putting your social media presence out there. But then that's there. You put it all up, you get it going. You're like, okay, you think all these magical leads are just going to come up because you're on all these different platforms, and it's not like that. You got to have some know-how. You got to know how to approach and to talk to your clients and find a way to add value to their lives that they're actually going to want you in their lives. And I'm a big fan of what you said, that there's no magic bullet, there's no magic pill that you can take. I tried for a year or so on Facebook, spending thousands of dollars. But I found that my clientele is more on Google Ads. I'm having more success on Google Ads. Some businesses are opposite. Some businesses, it's just depending on what type of business, depending on, I think, all those different variables is where you can find more success, I think.
It's true.
So, okay, well, let's, before we get into lightning round, I got one more question. Wait, what's one of the biggest frustrations, I guess, in your mind, as people are doing business with you or trying to do business with you, and you can see that, man, you've got a good product, you've got a good service. I just wish you could see it this way. And I know you could be successful. What's that frustration look like?
That's a good question. Personally, I often wish that I could just take some of the experiences that I've had or the campaigns that we've created and look at the back end result and say, here, take it out of my head, put it in yours and say, see? I'll tell you what I found that everything comes down to, and it could be when you're looking to create a business, when you're looking to promote a business, when you're looking to just grow it, or if you're working with an agency, not even with us, or even internal inside of your company. Communication is so critical. If everybody understands, or as everybody's on the same page and has the right kind of mentality behind everything that you're doing, it sure makes everything a lot easier. I would tell you that Arcane Marketing sits on a pile of failures. Like that's our successes. It's a mound of failures that we've gone through and lessons learned. And many of those have come from communication issues. So right now, that's like the single biggest, most important thing. And we talk about it, we live it, we eat it, we breathe it. Communication. You can also put that to your company as an external piece. A great example. I had a company from California, Hollywood, California, called me up and said, we just spent 20 grand on this website, which that's a lot of money. And they said it's the company that built it for us told us it was SEO ready, like it was all done, like things were good. That was 4 months ago. We can't find ourselves anywhere on any kind of search on anything that you do. We don't know what's going on. So you look through their website and it was really fancy. I mean, it was really fancy. It was really pretty. They talked about here's the facility for the driving lessons that we have. Here's a lot of the instructors that we have. Here's their qualifications. Here are the kinds of cars that we use. And because they were in California, they were all electric cars, of course. And then they said, here's this scenery that we're in. But it's funny because nowhere, anywhere in this, let's call it a 20-page website, did they ever mention the terms Hollywood driving school or Los Angeles driving school or Los Angeles County driving school. And that's what they were looking for themselves. That's where they know that everybody's looking, hey, my kid wants to take driving school, or as a kid, you're going to suggest it to your parents. They were nowhere to be seen because nowhere on their website did they mention it. You can't assume that your audience, and part of your audience is going to be Google, or part of your audience is going to be inside your company, and your part of your audience is going to be outside your company. You can't assume people don't know it if you don't say it. So with literally just a few updates to their website, I mean, there was many other things that happened. We turned that around pretty quickly, and now you can find them because awesome. you just can't assume that Google will know what it is it's about if you don't say it.
Congratulations on spending a couple of minutes getting a little bit smarter, having some fun, and supporting the Idaho business community. If you're feeling the love, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you are.